Did you know that there are 6 distinct types of love? And to be honest, there are probably even more than that. Now, which one of them do you think best describes you? Hi there, and welcome to another episode of Editor's Notes with me, Cy Williams, Editor-in-Chief of the long-standing cannabis culture publication High Canada Magazine. You know, with our love and leadership issue currently in production, I've been thinking a lot about love. Not my love life in particular, which has been pretty much non-existent for the last few years. That's right, the Canadian cannabis industry's most eligible bachelor, right here. But sadly, work on High Canada Magazine over the last few years has really taken precedent over any romance in my life. But because February's here and love is in the air, I thought it would be a good time to examine this topic and take a look at the various styles of love we see out there in the world. Now, love is a complex and powerful force, and it is a force that plays out in a number of emotional, cognitive, and social ways. When we love a person, we feel emotional arousal in their presence. We will also have a set of thoughts about that person. And within these thoughts, our previous experiences can shape our ideas about what to expect in our relationships. For example, if you believe in love at first sight, you are more likely to experience love at first sight. But we use love in many different contexts here. You might say that you love your partner, or your family, or your best friend, or your dog, or even your car. And clearly you're using the term in different ways that highlight the various dimensions of love. The ancient Greeks described several different types of love. And following the Greeks, the sociologist and activist John Allen Lee suggested that there are 6 broad styles of love. And it is a good idea to keep in mind that although these love styles can be thought of as types, we are not necessarily locked into only one. We may have a predominant love style, but we will also have some elements of some of the other styles as well. So your love style might change over time based on your experiences and your interactions. Now, the first style, the Eros love style, is typically experienced as a romantic fairy tale kind of love. Physical beauty is important to this love style. Attraction is usually intense and immediate, head over heels. And the Eros lover feels an urgent drive to deepen the relationship both emotionally and physically. Because these individuals love the feeling of being in love, they tend to be serial monogamists, staying in a relationship as long as it feels fresh and compelling, and then moving on so they can experience those same feelings again with someone new. Now, the Storge love style is an interesting one. Storgic types tend to be stable and committed in their relationships. They value companionship, psychological closeness, and trust above all others. For these individuals, love relationships can sometimes grow into friendships, so that love sneaks up on the pair. This love style is endearing, and these individuals are usually in it for the long haul. Now, the Ludus love style is very interesting as well. People with a ludic style view love as a game that they are playing to win. Often this can be a multiplayer game. Ludic individuals are comfortable with deception and manipulation in their relationships. They tend to be low on commitment and are often pretty emotionally distant. Because ludic individuals are more focused on the short term, they tend to place greater importance on the physical characteristics of their mate than do the other love styles. They're also more likely to engage in sexual hookups for the sake of sexual hookups. Now, the pragmatic love style rules logic, and logic is used to determine compatibility and future prospects. Now, this doesn't mean that these individuals are emotionless, android-driven approach to relationships. Rather, they place a high importance on whether a potential mate will be suited to their needs. Now, these needs might be social or financial, but pragmatists might wonder if their prospective partner will be accepted by their family and friends, or whether they're good with money, or good with children, or, good in social environments. They might also evaluate their emotional assets. For example, does a would-be partner have the skills to be calm in times of stress? Who knows? The manic love style refers to an obsessive love style. Now, these individuals tend to be emotionally dependent and need fairly constant reassurance in relationships. Someone with this style is likely to experience peaks of joy and lows of sorrow, depending on the extent to which their partner can accommodate their needs. Because of the possessiveness associated with this style, jealousy can be an issue for these individuals. The agape love style. Let's see, what do I know about the agaptic? Agaptic individuals are giving and caring. They're centered on their partner's needs. This is usually a selfless, unconditional love. A agaptic partner will love you just as you are, but they will also be particularly appreciative of acts of care and kindness that they receive back from their partner. Perhaps this is because these individuals are so accepting, they tend to have very high levels of friendships, high levels of relationship satisfaction. Okay, so now let's talk about the so-called truth about love. The kind of love that we feel towards our significant other is likely to change over time. At the start of a relationship, we feel anticipation, beautiful anticipation about seeing our partner. And we are excited every time we see them. And these are the heady feelings that we associate with being in love and are very characteristic of romantic love. But in almost all relationships, these intense emotions are not sustainable and tend to fade over a month or a couple of years. These passionate feelings will then be replaced by deeper connections as the people in the partnership grow to truly know each other. This stage is called companion love, and it can last a lifetime or beyond. Unfortunately, many people do not even realize or see that the evolution from romantic love to companion love is normal and indeed a healthy transition. Because of these feelings of adoration, and sometimes these feelings subside, people will think that they've fallen out of love, when in fact the intimacy and closeness of companion love can be extremely powerful, if and only if given a chance. This is a shame, as some individuals might never experience the life satisfaction that is associated with companion love. Now, I've had companion love, and it was wonderful. Okay, that's it for me. Those are the 6 styles of love to get us all warmed up for this Love and Leadership issue of Hi Canada Magazine, featuring a look at the companies and people that we love to celebrate, including Segra International, our cover feature, who are our leading biotechnical company that specializes in industrial-scale plant micropropagation with some of the best genetics on the market here in Canada, as well as a tech-driven look at love with Tony Lawand and a deep dive into the recent Cannabis Pavilion showcased at the Taboo Show in Vancouver, led by Brittany Guthrie at How About This Events. We have much, much more in this issue. So don't forget to hit that like button. Please subscribe to stay informed about everything that we've got going on here at Hi Canada Magazine. That's it for me right now. Stay high, stay happy, Canada.